Hey, my name is Amber, and I'm doing a video on boundaries today. So one of my first boundary is a boundary that I need to set with the father of my child, um, because have such a long history with him, and we are toxic for each other. It's really good for me to set a boundary for him, that he can only message me, when it's about our kids. And if he's going to be in my child's life, then he has to be sober. And the reason is because I know I have a weakness when it comes to him, and I can't let him continue to use me if I'm going to stay clean. It's taken me a very long time to get past him because I was with him for a really, really long time. And I can't risk losing another child, so I have to make sure that I set boundaries with him. So that I don't fall back into my addiction. Another boundary that I know I have to set is with some of my old friends. I love them. They have been a part of my life for a very long time. But, I have to let them know that, hey, I love you from a distance, but I'm not hanging out with you. And it's probably good for me not to even talk to you right now if you're still using, because I know that even me talking to them can cause me to, get the urge to want to hang out with them. And I know that if I hang out with them, that's not good because they're still using and it could cause me to relapse. So I have to set that boundary with my old friends. Like, I love you, but I have to love you from a distance. Another boundary that I need to set is for myself when it comes to other people. I have a really hard time telling people no. I have a habit taking on things that I don't want to take on, because I'm afraid to say no to people because I'm afraid of what they'll think of me, and which is not good for me. If I agree to something I don't want to do, it causes me to get stressed out, and which could eventually cause me to fall into a relapse. So I know that's not good for me. I have to set those boundaries with people. I have to learn to be like, hey, I can't do this because I just don't feel like I can do this, and I have to get the courage up to say no to people, because since I've had a really hard time doing that. Boundaries are really, really important to me in my recovery, because I know that if I don't set them and I don't stick to them, then I'm going to fall right back into the same old pattern that I've always fell into, which is not good because it has always led to relapses. So I know it's very important for me to set those boundaries. Positive outcomes I've experienced by setting boundaries, or some that I know I will experience, is self-peace for setting some of these boundaries. I know that it'll give me self-peace, less stress. I know that I'll be able to focus on myself when I set these boundaries. And really, recovery is all about focusing on yourself. You're gotta kind of be selfish in the beginning. So it's very important for me to set these boundaries so that I can focus on myself and not have all this other stuff going on around me that's going to make me lose focus of my recovery. So those are my boundaries. Shout out to Lotus and Anita, Sally, and my sponsor, Katrika. Thank you. Those are my boundaries.